You guys. Bastards. Literally, it's going to turn into my most popular video. The last one, just because you guys probably want to see my results from last year. But I'm a man of my word. So let's do it. Right then, so let's go into the results of 2016. And boys, it is not pretty whatsoever. So let's go, and I'll do some explaining. Obviously the scores are very bad. The ones that are blank are basically the ones I entered and then didn't actually play in, so I would have pulled out. But let me just explain. So let's go right at the start of the year. Let's start right at the beginning. So I started, so this is May. I've just finished my exams for my year 3. So when you're doing your PGA, that's normally when I started practicing for each year. Basically April, I was like, you know what, let's just get straight into it. Let's throw ourselves into it. So I had a lesson. We were working on opening and closing the club face. And oh my God, did I open and close the club face around this golf course. Oh dear. And you're probably thinking, oh, was this a 36 hole event? No, it wasn't actually. This was 18 holes, not with even other pros. This was actually with amateurs. This was a pro-am, so people have paid to play with a professional, and this is what they got from me. Oh God, literally just swallow me up. Oh God, let's just have a look. Oh God. So this is the start of the round of the first, and there is so much maroon going on. Oh God, I remember being there, just not knowing where the hell the ball was going to go. I was just so underprepared for that round. I remember it so clearly. And I remember getting to this point here, so on the 12th, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna punch a 6-iron, because it's a short golf course, and I punched a 6-iron for like, from here, and actually started making some pars. But you can imagine like the playing partners I had around this around a golf. Oh God, like 90 freaking 1. God, I remember that round. To be fair, that round did change my outlook on my golf. I was like, that's it. I can't be dealing with this anymore. I've got to do something serious. And to be fair, it kind of inspired me to do the channel and everything going forward, and motivated me to play better in my game. But Jesus Christ, I actually chipped in here to get this birdie. But it was just going everywhere. Like, I didn't know whether it was going to go left off the tee, right off the tee. I was fatting wedge shots, I was 3-putting, and the more everything was so panicked, so rushed. I didn't go through any planning, and it was just awful. I remember this hole here. This is actually a triple bogey, because oh no, it's this one, the 5th. Triple bogey. I've hit it into the rubbish, like really far into the rubbish, and then I found it. Like, how stupid. My provisional I put on the green, so you think I'm there for 3, worse I'm making 5 2-putt. I could even maybe hold the putt, but stupidly found my ball like nestled up against a tree. Just never again. Just never again. Anyway, I don't want to look at that anymore. That's horrendous. Don't even want to bother with that. So then obviously my next events, majority are now not pro-ams, because I didn't want to play a pro-am, because obviously I didn't want to put myself with the amateurs where I'm in that sense again, because not only obviously you're trying to help them play, make sure they're having a good time, but when you're shooting 22 over through 18 holes, there's not really much use you can be to anyone. So yeah, so I will never forget that round of golf to the day I die. However, that was a turning point I find in my game, and we're now moving forward. Now these ones here, this is Army Golf Club, really lovely golf club, near Frimley, I believe. Now that doesn't look much better, but this was actually a 36 hole event, so it wasn't actually as diabolical. Still pretty bad though. I put in like a month's work, and I basically cancelled all the other pro-ams I had, and I decided to obviously try and put some effort into it. So 79, 80. Again, I remember here my driver still wasn't doing very well, so the most I hit around here was a rescue off pretty much every tee. So the par 5s I wasn't even going for, and yeah, it was pretty tight, so you have to keep it pretty much in play. And obviously I was just trying to, I went there for obviously the experience, obviously a lot better work, making a few birdies, and my putting was actually starting to become a lot better as well, which was good. But this is my plan for 2017, getting rid of the triple bogeys, double bogeys, because you just can't do anything. Like, you make a double or triple, oh, it just ruins you, just literally ruins you. Like, it's so demoralising, the amount of work you'd have to do to make that up. And you can see like the scores, like for next year, like 3 over, I'm making 100 quid, 140 quid, you know what I mean? So, or total even, so 8 over, and you're making 100 quid back. So, I mean, it's not difficult by any stretch of the imagination to actually make money at these kinds of events, but obviously I've got a lot of work to do. The Hampshire Open I actually quite enjoyed. This was around Blackmore Golf Club, which is actually actually my favourite golf club now. I'd never played there before. Went and played here, and it was tough. There's like gores pretty much everywhere, heather pretty much everywhere. You have to take your driver in places. Not necessarily the longest golf course, but yeah, it was good. I actually enjoyed it. But this was cracking. This was cracking. So that's my second round. So first round, this 36 hole event again, 15 over. So we actually I started on the 10th. It's like a dog leg, left to right, quite long, like if I remember, like 440, 450, something like that. And you can be aggressive, take driver straight over the trees, cut the hole in half, and then you're probably hitting a 9-iron or a wedge into the green. Or you try and play safe. Now, I kind of went in the middle. I hit my 3-wood, trying to fade it around the corner, and as you all know, I don't fade a golf ball, so why I was trying to play that shot is beyond me, and I've hit it dead straight over, straight into the rubbish, into the trees again. Found it, punched out, left it short of the green, hit it into the bunker, chipped out of the bunker, 2-putt. So I'm now 3 over through the first hole, and I'm thinking, oh no, this is going to be like Romsey all over again. But I think at this point in the year, I'd got a bit more experience of trying to play under pressure. I was thinking, you know what, just grind out, see what you can do on the next hole, let's try and make par. So I parred the next few, and actually for the rest of this round, I mean, I finished great, birdie on the last 2 holes, which was actually a real boost. Just because it paid off that I was trying to grind out as much as I did. I mean, I still shot, what, 6 over, I think, through the round. But considering I was 3 over from the get-go, I think I battled quite hard for that rest of the round. Afternoon round, I think it was just tailing off. And I think I've got to work on my fatigue and my endurance for next year, because there's a lot of 36-hole events. You're obviously playing 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. But, I mean, there's some promising signs. I was putting very well. I mean, it doesn't show it, but that just shows how rubbish my everything else was. But I was putting quite well that day. So, yeah. I mean, obviously a lot of work to be done. But Blackmore, really lovely golf club. Looking forward to playing there again this year. And then I didn't have an event. This was the next Pro-Am I played, which was at Sanford, or actually Home Golf Club. And yeah, I was a bit disappointed. Again, I'd been putting quite a bit of work into my game by now through the season. And I shot 7 over, which is disappointing around my own golf course, but the putting was just terrible that day. So I actually started on the 8th, we had like a shotgun start. So I went bogey, par, and then double on a par 5. Like, why I'm so bad at par 5s, I actually don't know. So again, and I'm playing with like people at my golf club, members, really lovely guys to be fair. And at this point I was like, you know what, let's just try and make, because obviously it's a team score as well for the day for the amateurs. So when I started making a few birdies, obviously you can see how much I then calmed down, starting getting into a rhythm of it. And even here I was, what, 4 over or 3 over, something like that. And I was thinking, because this is relatively an easy stretch, these 4 holes, and I was thinking if I pick up another birdie or 2, I could actually be in the money, and then I go and make bogey, double, bogey. So that just writes me off. And you can see how easy, like if I get rid of that double, maybe one of the bogeys, for example, I'm now making, I mean, this is the one of the bigger sponsored events of the year, but like 2 over around my own golf course. Like if I shoot level around my own golf course, I would have made £700. So yes, just infuriating, especially. I remember being quite annoyed after that one. But at the end of the day, going from the 22 over, I'd only actually really put in like 3 months of hard work, which is just not enough. Obviously now I've put in about like 8 months of hard work, let's say, and really grinded through the winter. So all of these scores are going to be just basically turned around, let's say. And then that was pretty much it for the rest of the year until I came into some of the Winter Series events. So this is the one at Hankley. So I went and played a practice round. You guys saw that practice round around there. And again, even though I shot 9 over around there, as you know, my driver was horrendous until like, more or less a week. A week ago, my driver was horrendous. So I was taking 4-iron off every hole basically. Yeah, and it's a long golf course. You can't be taking 4-iron. I was just punching 4-iron. I was punching it well, to be fair, quite long, like for a 4-iron. But yeah, leaving me way too much work to do. Just couldn't take the driver anywhere. So birdies were just not possible. And yeah, and then just made a load of bogeys, another double bogey. Double bogeys are going to go for 2017. Like the amount of double bogeys I make in a tournament is just ridiculous. It's just so annoying. 4 under's a great score, by the way. Whoa, look at that, tearing it apart. That's great. That's a great score. Anyway, guys, you wanted to see it. This was as bad as it's ever going to get. This is not acceptable. It's not going to be like that this year. Looking forward to obviously changing my image, because it's also embarrassing. You imagine playing week after week with pros around the area and you're always tied last. It's not something to be proud of. So I'm looking forward to changing this to be more of a success story, making sure that this is now a thing of the past. I honestly think that we should have like a forfeit for me. Like if I shoot over 80, we've got to have a forfeit of what I've got to do. To give me some suggestions, because I think that's definitely the way forward, because these are just unacceptable, really. However, that is in the past. I'm now very much looking forward to 2017 and changing this and doing a review at the end of this year going, hey guys, look at my 2017 review. So you can see that it's not that difficult to actually make money in these events. You shoot level par, you're going to be making money at the majority of these events, which is well within my reach. So guys, there you have. I've laid out how horrible my golf was last year. Most amateurs would be annoyed with these scores, so there you have it. You wanted it, I gave it to you. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.